This scene from hits differently because for the first time, Phoebe finally comes face to face with the father who abandoned her family years ago. And the way this entire moment unfolds is both awkward and emotional at the same time. At first, Frank Buffay pretends to be someone else because he's terrified to face the daughter he left behind. Phoebe immediately notices his nervous behavior, and instead of letting him escape, she decides to confront him properly at the coffee house. What makes this scene so good is Phoebe's sarcastic way of questioning him. She treats the whole conversation almost like an interview, asking if he abandoned Lily because of top-secret government work, amnesia, or because he was simply a selfish and irresponsible man. The comedy is classic Friends humor, but underneath all the jokes, you can feel years of pain and unanswered questions. Then the scene suddenly becomes emotional when Frank reveals that he actually came hoping to see Lily again, only to discover that she died 17 years ago. The moment he realizes Phoebe is his daughter completely changes his expression. For once, the funny and awkward energy disappears, and the scene becomes painfully real. What makes Phoebe such a strong character here is that she doesn't instantly forgive him. She tells him directly that nothing he says can erase what happened, and honestly, she has every reason to feel that way. But even after all that anger, there's still this tiny emotional connection between them when Frank talks about trying to be a father, failing badly, and even singing a silly lullaby to baby Phoebe. That Sleepy Girl song is probably the most important part of the scene because it's the first real proof that he once genuinely cared, even if he completely failed as a parent. Lisa Kudrow's acting here is incredible because you can actually see Phoebe trying not to break emotionally while still protecting herself. This scene perfectly balances comedy and heartbreak, which is exactly why Friends became such a legendary sitcom. One moment you're laughing at Phoebe roasting her father, and the next moment the scene quietly reminds you how deeply abandoned she felt growing up. And the final line, "Well, I am, not yet," says everything. Frank admits he isn't good at being a father, but for the first time, it feels like maybe he wants to try. That's what makes this one of the most emotional Phoebe moments in the entire series.